The best way to predict the future is to create. Wonderful morning to all. I would like to welcome you all for Day 4 Faculty Development Program on Unleashing the Entrepreneurship, sponsored by the Department of Science and Technology and organized by the Entrepreneurship Development Cell. Today's our chief guest is Robin Johnson, sir. Robin Johnson is a seasoned professional with over 2 decades of experience spanning various sectors and the started with a new journey as an entrepreneur. Armed with a master in the computer application from St. Joseph College, Tiruchirappalli, and MBA in Human Resource Management. He started his career as a software engineer and he quickly honored his skill before transition into the role of increased responsibility including reporting analyst and quality analyst. His expertise extends beyond the classroom as evidenced by his significant contribution to this research. He is the founder of Savit he is the founder of Vector Solution Private Limited as a startup with the EDIIABRF Tiruchirappalli in Tamil Nadu with building a various IoT and AI model. I would like to take over the session by our today's chief guest. I will welcome you, sir.
Okay, thank you, Southern. What's I think Soundarya, right? Okay, thank you, Ms. Soundarya, for the introduction. So, uh, I think I am audible to everyone. You can type your message in the chat box. So, if you want,
Yes, sir, you are audible, sir.
yeah, fine. Thank you. Oh, okay. I will share my screen before getting into the presentation. Just I want to know the audience from different parts of India. From ma'am, audience from which are all the states?
Sir, audience from Andhra is there, sir.
Okay, good.
Okay. And maximum from Andhra, Bangalore is there, and
Karnataka also, right?
yes.
Okay, fine, ma'am. My screen is visible.
Yes, sir, your screen is visible.
Okay, thank you. Just if you have any interaction, or if you ask any question, if you want to ask any questions, you can stop me anywhere so that I can answer you in between. Suppose if you have any things. Okay, shall I proceed now, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Sure, sir. Sure, you can proceed.
Okay, fine. See, first of all, my first 3 slides will talk about the entrepreneurship journey of me. So, when I have started and where and what motivates me to start this ecosystem. So, just I will, the first slide, maybe you can see the entrepreneurship journey is not an easy task to achieve in the success mode. So that is the first slide I can you can think of that. Your plan, maybe the destination is your success, but the reality is you will have a lot of hurdles, a lot of humps will be there to achieve that success. So in terms of life also, in terms of entrepreneurship journey also. Okay, now I will move to that slide. So this Svasti Vector Solutions Private Limited, which is founded last year 2023, registered with MSME. So basically, we have started to serve the training with the colleges and the R&D and consulting support for the colleges, especially in the our aim. We have started at the training platform or edutech platform. Later on, once we get the system and when we get the people on board, then we will move to the product level. uh, Product, so the final objective is to build the product using some talent pipeline. So that is our focus. So that is the reason we are giving the training for the faculty, for the students, and in for the R&D support we train the faculty also. So that is the reason, that is the vision we have started, and later we have recently in 2024 we have incorporated as a private limited company. Okay, so our long-term focus, I have already mentioned that it's building a product. So why private limited? So when you're when you are in the MSME, so you won't get the funding or grant from the government institutions or funding agencies. So definitely they need, you have to convert your MSME sector into the private limited company. So then only you will get the funding from the government side. So that is the reason we have converted, because we have started last year. So we should not be with the same stage. So we should move to the next level. So that's the reason I have converted as a private limited company in the recent times. So we have started last year with the 2 employees with 3 interns last year, and so we have 2 employees now. The 3 interns, we have trained the 3 interns for 6 months. Later on, they have moved to some other organization. So like that, see, entrepreneurship journey is like that. You will train some people, they will leave and go off to some other company. It happens. So a lot of challenge. So team, when you come to the team, we have a team building is also a challenge. And on the later part, that sustainable talent pipeline and a sustainable startup ecosystem or sustainable product, it is also a challenge. So we have the next point is, we have applied many grant, but not yet. So we have not received any grant yet. So that is the thing. Okay, so challenges, expectation from the interns, employees in terms of compensation, cost is huge. When we start the entrepreneurship journey, so as a startup stage, you cannot give any kind of compensation, like packages. So people, current generation and we can say that some Gen Z kids, what their expectation is. So I don't want to work, but I need to get some 5 lakhs per annum or 6 lakhs per annum. It's 10 lakhs per annum, like that, their expectation. So their expectation is huge. So in terms of serving their expectation is a big challenge for the startup level. So that's the reason. So sustainable startup is a biggest challenge for us. Okay, so next point is that skilling and upskilling, reskilling is a big task for these kids. So for day to day, we are that technology change is happening. So every day we are in a new era, new technology is coming up. So for skilling those interns, skilling those students is again a Herculean task. So that is the reason the skilling and upskilling and reskilling is a Herculean task for us in terms of bootstrap stage. Okay, so then government funding is a big nightmare for us to get on right time. And the next one is retain the skilled resources. That is also a biggest challenge. So you have to retain the people, because for 2 years they will be here, and later they will move to somewhere else. So that are all the challenges when we build your ecosystem, when we start your startup. That are all the challenges you have to face. We'll move to the next one. Yes, so next one is the important aspect in terms of entrepreneurship journey, bootstrapping and milestones. So yeah, entrepreneur, he is starting a company without having any external funding. So he is spending his own money, he is burning his own money. So that is again a problem. So he has to spend his own savings, or he has to get the money from his parents or peer members or whoever may be for the external. You cannot go, or you cannot go beyond that investor funding or angel investors, or the huge investors kind of stuff. You cannot go unless otherwise, if you are not proving yourself as a proved product, or a very good product in the market, and your product is fit into the market, so nobody will invest on you. So you have to invest yourself, and you have to burn your own money. So okay, why institutions, why we have to go with the institution? Because institutions only can give that resources to us to build. So, see, I am a founder, I cannot do all kind of product building activity. Just I can get the customer on board, I can get the different investors on the board. I cannot do coding and I cannot do all kind of stuff. Even though I know coding, I have practice, even though I am well versed technology expert, but I cannot do all kind of stuff. So we need the resources. So we need the resources. So resources will be in the colleges, maybe engineering colleges or arts and science colleges or polytechnic colleges. So we need that kind of stuff. And currently we have 7+ institutions and 1 industry partners. This is the milestone we are talking about. So currently we have this much, and another 2 years down the lane we should target 100+ institutions and 50 industry partners. That is our focus. So our long-term goal is building IoT, AML platform and cyber security products in another 2 or 3 years down. So another 5 years down the line, we will be generating, or we will be in a position to build some kind of cyber security products. So that is our focus. Okay, so these are all our journey, our ma'am. Till now, are you clear? Any questions, ma'am? Any? Okay, fine. Thank you, sir. Okay, now we'll move to that next. Okay, so in terms of entrepreneurship journey, in terms of startup ecosystem, so my company, suppose if you are entrepreneur, what is your focus? What is your long-term goal? How I am getting to be in a successful position, or how my startup will be a successful one after a point of time? So that thing we are going to discuss. So the first thing, how to build successful technology startups. So roadmap to success. So this is my designation and the address, which is we have incubated in Nano City, Trichy. Inside that. Okay, so agenda of the point is road to success, new skill acquisition, solving techniques using technology, why innovation ecosystem is required in startups. Okay, so road to success. So already we have talked about the milestones. So what is the milestones? So these are all some of the milestones. So
Sir, sorry for interrupting. Please, could you share your PPT, sir? PPT is not visible.
sorry, I am not sharing it. Sorry. Thank you. Now it's visible.
Yes, sir, it's visible, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Sorry. Okay. Road to success. So in terms of milestone, we have talked about a earlier stage where I have started my journey. But in this milestone, so they have clearly defined in 3 categories. So when it is a startup stage, in my stage, my case, so I am in a startup stage. That means emerging. We are in an emerging stage. So between 0 to, then you are starting your startup from 0 to 2 years. We call it as emerging stage. So that is your startup stage. Then the next stage is early stage or hyper growth. So that when you cross those 2 years, then 4 to 6 years, your startup ecosystem, that is your company, in an early stage, where you have crossed all kind of borders and the hurdles, and you are in a position to in a sustainable model. We can say it is a sustainable model or sustainable ecosystem, like that we can give. So later, then 10+ years, if it crosses 10+ years, your startup, we can say it is a sustainable growth. So if you cross those 10 years, automatically your system or all the system will be in a place to move along. So that is our 3 types of milestones. So you have to take a, suppose as a faculty, you may have a different kind of idea. With some, if you want to see, I have a idea to start some of startup, I have some innovation ideas there, just I want to know how to build. So those things, those kind of things, you can work it on like this. So you should have a 2 year startup surge in the emerging stage, and then early stage, then your sustainable growth, and that is more than. Okay, so when you talk about the milestones, the people will think of the accounting rate of return. So accounting rate. So my startup is in a startup stage. It is in the emerging stage, or you might have heard about the technical term called unicorns. I think you might have come across, or you might have heard this word, that is a buzzword for startup. 1 million. So unicorn is nothing but the 1 million US dollars. So 1 million US dollars is nothing but the 100 crores in Indian money. So that means your startup has crossed 100 crores. So that is the annual rate of return, we can say. That is, people will say in the technical term in a startup ecosystem, ARR. So next one is hyper growth. That is 10. If you cross 10 million US dollars, and the sustainable growth, automatically that will be going beyond 100 million US dollars. So this is the because when you start your ecosystem, when you start your startup, people will definitely talk about the revenues. Definitely they will talk about. See, simply you are running a business, you are running a company, for you are getting some revenue and you are spending some money, you are giving a salary, there is no there is no profit. Just when you see the balance sheet, you will come to know, see, why I am running this company, in what purpose we are running the company. So those things and all, it is very, very challenging for to become an entrepreneur. Next. Okay, so in startup ecosystem, so we will have lot of, when you can see some unicorns of India or unicorn in the world, but majority, some, we can say some 70-80% of startup may fail, because of these kind of we can say some kind of uh, uh, parameters. They may not concentrate on these particular five different points. So value of that, this is one of the graph which they will show in all the, they will talk about in all the startup ecosystem. So 90% in this particular slide they are saying is 90% of failure state. So because of that, growth is, maybe we can say it is a dip. So 96% your startup may fail, unless otherwise you have to cross the early stage, that is 4 to 6 years. Okay, so top 5 reasons startup fail. No market need, that is the 42%. See, I am doing some business, I am doing some startup, why I am doing it, and who is our customer, and what market we are going to focus. So that kind of focus we should have. So majority simply, sir, I have some idea, I am doing this and that. Just see, everybody is starting, so I am also starting. So you should not have that kind of attitude, that kind of focus. You should have a focus on who is your target customer and who is your market. So that is important. Without market, so you have to analyze the market fit, the product fit, or whether this product is fit for that particular market. You have to analyze in those kind of aspects. The second one, ran out of cash. So I am spending a lot of money in terms of giving the salary, and in terms of spending with the brand building and other stuff. So my total money I have, because I am burning my own money, I am spending a lot of things for the salary and branding and other kind of stuff. But totally the amount, the cash is totally gone. Then after that, what you will do? Nobody will give money unless otherwise investors. So you should have a focus. Why I am doing that, why I am starting this, that kind of thing you should have. And the third important aspect, many of the startups, they will fail in this category, not the right team. I don't have the team. I don't have the proper team. Without having a team, we cannot succeed. So team is important in terms of in your institution also. That is, you may face, and you came across so many things like this. So team building and team retaining the team is also a biggest challenge in terms of technology world. So that is important. Get out completed. So automatically, so this particular get out completed means if you don't have any growth progress, you don't have any market opportunities to grow to the next level, automatically you will be get out of the market. So automatically people will throw, the customer will not come, like that will happen. And the fifth one, it's not printing, it's pricing and cost issue. Sorry for the typographic error. So it is a pricing and cost issue. So in terms of pricing, suppose if you are building some product, so you are fixing some price, so some prices, and nowadays you have you may come across different taxes, included taxes or exclusives, so those kind of things. So you have to have the proper cost structure for that particular region or particular location is important. So these 5 points why startup is failing. Next, okay, roadmap to key to success. So what is the roadmap we are going to have? The first one, change. Okay, what kind of change we are going to give? So first one, change in technology. I think this is very the whole world is marching towards autonomous vehicle system or autonomous robot or autonomous cars or autonomous bus. So everything is autonomous. The world is changing. The world technology is changing. What kind of changes we are going to have? So if you say some autonomous, people will see, oh, some autonomous is coming in. So I have divided into all kind of groups. So the first thing, when you talk about the car and the automobile, so this technology, why I have given these all kind of all the departments included in this particular slide. So the world is totally changing. You cannot stick. See, I am a computer science person. I can do only coding. See, I am a mechanical person or automobile person. I can do only a mechanical thing. I am an electrical person and an electronic person. I can do only electronics. Those kind of barriers, you have to break the barriers first of all. You have to understand. See, in a technology world, you can have, you will learn anything in a fraction of seconds. So that is one biggest, we can say it is a biggest blessing, or we can say it is a biggest curse. In what way you can call it as, that is chat GPT. You know one thing, so this is the AI tool is a powerful tool which is giving a lot of features and a lot of, it is like a Google Assistant. We can say normally we used to have a Google Assistant. I think you might have seen that. But here you have, there are chat GPT. Suppose if you want to write any letter or write any mail draft, you can use a chat GPT. Or the same thing, you have one more AI tool is called Perplexity. I think you might have heard about this. I need any answer because I'm only talking. I need text from. Okay, fine. I will do one thing. So change in technology. Yes. First, I will share. Okay, change in technology. So we have, why I have divided into all the departments in a single side. So you should, first of all, you should break the barriers. All the departments, you have to remove all the blocks in your mind, and you just collaboratively work together and come into the successful product for the global, what is that, global world. So we can say. So this is, I think this is for the cars. This is for some vehicle which is having a some. I think in this particular group, faculty group will have different, all the departments included. I think you might have aware of this. LiDAR and radar sensor that will come along along with the ECE, and you have some battery things that will come along with the EEE department. we have chat gpt and perplexity comes under CSCIT. That is a new department is added recently. Okay, so and you have a alpha 3D. This is also using generative AI. You can create 3D modeling. You can design your 3D modeling. So I think you might have seen this or you might have used it. Okay, so now I will give one exercise. So I will do one exercise. First, I will do. So this change in technology, just I have to tell you how the technology is changing. The first one I am taking, see, there are same question. I am going to type it in a two different environment. One is ChatGPT, the other one is Perplexity. So you can see the difference, how it is coming. So now what I'm before getting into this, I want to ask the question from the faculty members. Uh, uh, Faculty members, just I need answers from you. How many have used ChatGPT and Perplexity already, or it is a new? Okay, good. Saju NS you have used. Okay, fine, good. ChatGPT we have used. Yes, good, good. Okay, already we used. Okay, fine, thank you. Okay, so now what I am going to do, I have how the technology is changing in a two different platforms. Just you want to feel that. So that is the reason. So first time, what is the technology name, sir, for this particular chat gpt? That is the one skill is added recently. Can you tell the technical term which is recently added in the skill set people are expecting for this chat gpt? Any technical term? No, that is GPT plus and all. That's the version you are talking about. That skill set like a full stack developer or a Python developer, like that one skill set is added recently. Uh, it's one of the skill set that the company is expecting. Okay, anyway, generative AI is a that means you are training. That is the model. That is fine. So that anyway, I'll tell you prompt engineering. So people will say in a technical term called prompt engineering. So that is one of the skill set people are expecting from the different companies. Okay, fine. Now what I'm going to do, so I'm typing the question in chat gpt. See what I am teaching the machine. So how the machine is replying for me. Okay, so first, okay, what I am telling is I don't know. One second, I will share my screen. My screen is visible. Okay, fine, good. Okay, what I am telling the machine. So I don't know English. Please teach me English. Teach me English. Okay, so please teach me English. So you have to uh, teach me as a English teacher. English teacher. Okay, let's see. Okay, okay, so I think you might have seen you are seeing the answers. Of course, I would be happy to help you learn English. Let's start with the basics. English has four main components: reading, writing, speaking, listening. Okay, so vocabulary and okay, fine. What I am again typing. See, you have to teach me. I don't know. Just I am training the model. Just I don't know in detail, or I don't understand. We can say I don't understand what you are talking about. Talking about. about, you have to teach me, teach me like a 5-year-old kid. Okay, so very interesting. So I don't know anything about. She's teaching me as a 5-year kid. So just starts with the ABC. See, like that, you are training, you are giving, you are feeding the text. Okay, so you are feeding one-on-one. Okay, right. So this is one. That means we are talking about change in technology. Okay, the same question I am going to give in the perplexity tool. So just I want to add one information. Anyway, we'll get the answer from you. Whether okay, ChatGPT, who has developed? Can you type your answer? Don't see the Google. Sam is the founder. Yes, OpenAI is the company. So they have developed ChatGPT. And who is Perplexity? Is who is the founder of that Perplexity? Okay, so he is from IIT Madras. His name is Aravind Srinivas. So he is the founder of Perplexity. Okay, fine. Okay, so now what I am going to do, so how the technology is changing. You have to see the technology, how changing in a two different platforms. So now the same question here I am giving. Okay, what it's saying, sure, I would happy to help you learn English. I can provide you with lessons and exercise to improve your skill in reading, writing, listening, and speaking. What level of English are you currently at? Oh, see, yeah, same question is giving in a different dimension of answers. And one more difference between ChatGPT and perplexity is, you will get the images there in ChatGPT. You will get the only text, but here you will also get here images as well as videos also. That is one of the advantage. Okay, so and one more thing, here if you say in ChatGPT you won't get any sources, but in this particular tool you will get the sources of that, where it is located, where it is collected from. So those details will give, right? So these two are difference in technology world. So you might have come across. So that I want to emphasize, this is change in technology. So same questions we are giving, but in a different answers. Okay, I think you clear with the technology, how it is handling, how it is changing in the current world. Clear? I need the answer from the. Very good, thank you. Okay, fine. So next, I will move to that next slide. Okay. Okay, focus on solutions. So here, in terms of we are talking about the technology. So how you are going to focus on solution? So what is your focus? So in terms of generative, we have talked about the generative AI. So in this first, we have a different platforms. We have 5 different, we can say, verticals. One is the problem definition and the data collection and model training and evaluation and fine tuning and deployment. See, the first one is a problem definition. Problem definition in the sense, we are just giving a question to the tool. See, I want this, I want that. So first of all, you are defining the problem. That is the first level. Okay, for that first problem, you are giving some you are texting the questions to the machine. What the machine is doing, it is collecting the information. That is, it is like a data collections. So it is collecting the information and then model training. See what kind of questions you are asking. It is some suppose you are asking some, you are talking about some English language. So I want to know the English language, right? So that means it will ask, what is that? It will train the model. See what this guy is asking about, whether it may be a English language or English related language or some kind of things. So those kind of models, it will train itself. The processor itself, it will train. That means people will say in the technical term called a large language model. Anyway, in the next slides I will how the execution process, how the machine is doing, how the model is training in the back. We are seeing in the output, but inside how the processor is running, how the model is training. Okay, so the next one is evaluation and fine tuning. Fine tuning means first of all, what I asked, I just asked you have to teach me like you have to teach me like an English teacher. Okay, then next question, what I what I have written. So I have written, see, I don't understand, you have to teach me like a 5-year-old kid. Again it is going and fine tuning it and returning the results. So like that, so you have to work on the solution. That means in for all the products or all the projects, suppose if you have a problem, you have to analyze the problem, then reiterate the problem and refine it the problem till the accurate result comes. So we are doing like that. In terms of AML, we do a lot of things in this particular thing. In the neural networks we used to do like. So finally you have a deployment, that is your last stage, that is the output stage. Similarly for the NVIDIA, so NVIDIA, you are suppose I am controlling a machine from remote to the server. So I am controlling the machine from my system to Los Angeles NVIDIA processor, where I have to track how it is working and what is the running mode and what are all the things it is running behind it. We have to track that system from here itself. So that is also possible. So that kind of solution. So what is your solution, what is your focus on solution, and why we are doing this? So that is important. Okay, so improve acceleration and efficiency. When we talk about this particular technical thing for what is that, this chat GPT and the other tool. So large language model is the major role. They are playing a major role in terms of, see, first of all, this is the recent one. I will move. This is the recent one, GPT-4. This is recently they have generative pre-trained transformer model which is built. So parameter, that means it is running what 1.76 trillion parameter. See how the processor is working, how the processor is training the model back at the back. See how much that efficiency. So you have your processor has to be like that. In a fraction of second you have to get an answer. See how the system, see the people will talk about the what is that, the supercomputer. Previously, then the 20 years back, people will say supercomputer. So how the system is moved very fast, very the technology wise, it is totally exponential change now. So the other one, large language model, Meta AI. This Meta AI is they're used for Facebook and the Metaverse and AR VR things. So that is showing only 65 billion parameters, and PAM, that is the pathway language model, that is only a 540 million. So these are all large language models. I think PAM is Google is using for their generative AI kind of stuff. So this GPT is using in that OpenAI. That is the reason, and people have started using it. I think they are focusing. The next version is they will go with the images kind of stuff, images and videos. I think they are working on for the next version. So the world is so going so fast. So you have to improve. You have to equip yourself in terms of technology. So technology update is very, very important. Okay, so in terms of GPU, and we are talking about the NVIDIA processor. So so this is the automatic car detection system. We can say some AI model. I think many of the people have already used. So still there is a lot of the accuracy, whether we are trained. See, the first picture, only majority of the in that picture majority cars are there, but in the second picture you will have a cars, and you have a trucks, you have a bus, and you have other stuffs is there. So in terms of image processing, in terms of video processing, still that accuracy rate and training the images or training the objects, it's a biggest challenge. Still it is happening. So we are training a car, different cars, and different cars we are training some millions cars. But even though sometimes when you talk about the accuracy, sometimes if you show some truck, it will say some car. So still the mistake is happening. So we have to reduce the error rate, and we have to increase the accuracy rate. So that is our outcome. So we have to reduce the mistakes or error rate in this kind of video processing. So that is important thing. The next, the total thing is opposite: reduce refine mistakes using. So we have just, this is also one of the model in GPT-4. So normally in the neural network we train the images. So we are training the images like cat images we are providing, we are feeding to the machines. But one point of time, so this is one kind of images, and different images, when you give different what is that location for different cats images, different dogs images. Even though if you train more on more images in terms of cats or dogs, finally the system has to say, if you give some 1 lakh images, if you train the finally, if 1 lakh cat images, if you train that, finally your system has to tell that image is cat. It should not say that is dog. That means there is some problem. So normally there will be a saying in flamingo learning. So first of all, before training the model, you have to understand these aspects. First of all, you have to listen, and you have to understand, you have to analyze, and solutions, execute, and feedback. So that is, people will say that is flamingo training or flamingo learning. So normally, if you train many cat images, I think you faculty members, you might have worked in different R&D projects like this, in terms of image processing or video processing. So you might have come across this kind of problems, even though if you train more images. Okay. Okay, fine. So innovation and ideation is a success or sustainable. So the first picture shows this is one kind of innovation. A person, he has built one shoe. Inside that you will have one slipper or some sandal inside that. This is one innovation. So in terms of there are you can carry those two things in a single product. So that is one innovation. The second one is a packaging technique. So we can that is the apple. This is one kind of packaging. We can say, I think you might have seen in the market or some vegetable market. You will get some New Zealand apple or US apple or some apple you might have come across. So like that, people are exporting from here or importing from somewhere else. This kind of packaging in innovation is important. Similarly, the other things also, some oranges, the right side, the third image shows that the oranges or apples you can have like a carry bags. You can that is one kind of different packages. So whether this particular innovation or ideation is a sustainable one, so that is the biggest question mark for us. Okay, so the next one, this is very very interesting. Yeah, Rufio is a brand. I think many of them are having pets in their home. How many are taking care of pets in at your home? Professor Malleshwar Rao. So you are talking about right now what tools support this concept. That means you are. Can you elaborately tell that? So what is your question? Because okay, so how many are? Anyway, I will address this question in the last, sir. How many are taking care of pets in your home, or dog, or cat, or whatever it is? Oh, fine, sir. Julius, sir. You are there. Good. Okay, you are taking care of. I think this you might have. Yes. Yes, Sankar, sir. Oh, okay, fine. Okay, you have raised hand. Okay, you are taking care. Okay, fine. So in this is one of the startup. One second. It is this is one of the startup. Yeah, student has started this startup. So he is taking care of that. The problem is, so he has come up with this problem. So suppose if you go out of the home, you are going somewhere else, 2 or 3 days for holidays, and there also you cannot feed the pets. It may be a dog, or it may be a cat, or whatever it is. So at that time, so you have to mm, give food for the pets. So he has created this particular innovation, that is a dog feeder. So I think he got some grant from the government in Tamil Nadu, and he started this startup Rufio. I think you might have go and see in the website. So this particular he has developed, and later on, so this is for dog feeder. Automatically, if dog comes, so I think he has added some more sensor based and AI based system incorporated in this particular dog feeder. So automatically, if dog comes near to that particular feeder, automatically it will open the food and it will eat like that for 2 or 3 days. For after that and around, so for 2 or 3 days, if you go out of the home, so that kind of time you can utilize. Like, so this product is around, I think he's selling this product around 2000 rupees. So this is the first product he has developed, when because I was the panel member of that evaluation panel, so I know that problem has come, and he has won that particular event, some grant. And later I have seen his website recently. So this is the base idea he has, and he has added the another two product which is new. One is the this one fish feeder, the other one is a bird feeder. There are two things, sir. These two products he has added later part. So that is the innovation. So our innovation is really a success or sustainable? That is, we have to have a question mark. All are clear, or any doubts? Okay, thank you. I will move on. Okay, so next. Okay. Again, new innovation is a failure or a success. Okay. The first one is Colgate beef lasagna. I think Colgate is what for normally? Colgate brand is what for? Their main brand is? Yes, toothpaste, right. See, in the early 80s, they have made this product, but this product is an utter failure. So normally in brand, when you focus on some brand, if you work on some brand, sometimes the brand will not, this particular, maybe their branding strategy or marketing strategy may be a different. I don't know why they have started this, but it is a big failure. Maybe beef is particularly, I think they have started this in Maharashtra, that area in the northern side. But again, that is the big flop. That is a failure. So, in terms of building a product, or in terms of building a ecosystem, or building a brand, you have to be very careful whether this product will be suitable for that particular market or particular geographical location or not. The second one, I think, Coca-Cola Black. Have you seen any of this product which is in the market? It is also one of the failure. But what is the beverage is nothing but this is caffeine based Coca-Cola. I think coffee flavor is added in that, but this is again a failure model. So normally our Coca-Cola beverage is somewhat it's different from this. And the third one, I think you might have come across. Can you tell anyone the third, which is the brand? Any of the same problem you are facing this product? Are you using this product? Okay, fine. Anyway, so again, this product is OnePlus. I think how many are using it? Still, OnePlus is having. One second. Okay, so still OnePlus is having a software problem. You will get a line in between, but I don't know how the people
I
are
think
buying.
the
Yes.
presentation is not visible, sir.
One second. Sorry, ma'am. Okay. So this is the first one. I think Colgate. Now, ma'am, visible? Hello, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Now it's
Okay.
visible, sir.
Okay. Fine. So this is visible. Okay, fine. Okay, so now new innovation is a failure or a success. So this is the new thing they have added in terms of adding some product or adding some branding. Third one is the OnePlus, but still it is facing an issue. But I don't know why the people are buying. Okay, the last one failure model is, I think, any answer? What is this last one?
Nokia touch
Nokia.
phone.
Okay. Initially, the Windows phone they have launched, and later Windows is bought Nokia. So that is the different story. But Windows is successful in operating system, but failure in the mobile, maybe mobile Windows operating system. So that is the failure thing. So they are taking a lot of innovations, lot of new idea or new branding or new strategy they are making, but still it is a failure as a success, the customer only, in the customer point of view only, the final thing. Okay, so one more new innovation is happening in our hometown with technology. Yeah, a company called Dentulu. So this is a online virtual dental assistant for dental disease. They have one product. I think the girl is showing in that. So it is a camera. It is a tooth camera. Normally, suppose if you have any problem in your tooth, you have a tooth decay, or you have some gum weakness or something like that. So it is a tooth camera which will take photo inside your mouth area, internal view of the mouth area. It will take some pictures for a different angle of pictures. So use that. It will the pictures, what they will do, they will send it to the different doctors in the all over the world. They will get the consultation virtually. Suppose a person is sitting in Los Angeles, so you can send the images and get, so what kind of tooth decay problem I have, whether I can sustain with the tooth problem with some other thing, or I have to replace, whether I have to go with the root canal treatment or some kind of treatment, what kind of treatment I have to take. Like that, those kind of virtual assistant is happening. So this company actually started in Chennai, and they have offices in Madurai. Basically they are from that is California based startup. So it is a successful startup. So yeah, that Chandrasekharan is from Madurai. So I want to give the additional information. Okay, so he is running successfully with all over the world, and this particular product is successful in all over the places. I don't know about the Indian markets, but he is well versed in global markets, that I want to mention it. Okay, so next one is this. I think you might have come across. Now, new innovation is happening in our hometown with deep learning. So this is the I think digital twin. Then everybody is the buzzword is called a digital twin. So everybody is saying digital twin, digital twin. So that is the so yeah, digital twin means it is like the same kind of say one person is having the similarity in the same thing. Like that, you are having a person, it is like they are creating one more artificial we can say like you, like a virtual assistant of a person. Like that we can say what their focus is. They are doing multiple things. Just I will touch only thing. So the digital twin technology to help heal your disrupted metabolism, the root cause of many chronic diseases, especially if you have a diabetes. So it is a chronic disorder. So
Sir,
in
excuse me, sir.
yes, yes ma'am.
Sir, if you don't mind, after this slide, can we have a break for 10 minutes so that you can take rest and we can
Yes,
continue?
yes ma'am, please.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Shall I finish this slide?
Yes, sir. Sure. Sir.
Okay, okay. Okay, so yeah, disrupted metabolism. Suppose if you have a diabetes is a chronic disease. So liver disease is also a chronic disease. A lot of chronic diseases are there. So they are basically their aim is to reverse your diabetes. So we are taking medication for the diabetes. What these people are trying to do to reverse your diabetes. So you are tracking your human system. See what kind of food you are taking on a daily basis, like morning what you are taking, after taking your morning food. So how much, what is the sugar level, they are tracking each and everything from the back end. They will put one needle, and in that needle you will have a sensor. The sensor will take the value of the blood sugar levels, and it will send it to the server. That means it may be a cloud server dashboard. So they will, from the back end, people will monitor. So what kind of food today you have taken. So like that, for each in a daily, they will track you for the past. They will track you on this particular um, what is that, this particular 6 months they will track you. So what kind of food you are taking in the morning. So you will have a conclusion. Okay, suppose if you take some kind of idli dosa, you will get the your some analysis trends you will get, right? So you will get this much of sugar levels, like 150 or 200 or 250. So afternoon, if you take this food, you'll get. So finally, they will give a consultation. They will give some summary to that. If you take this food, your sugar level will increase this. If you take this food, your sugar level will decrease. Like that, they will have a chart. You have to follow the chart, and you have to. So when you follow the chart, and for 3 years or 2.5 years or 3 years, automatically what they are saying is your diabetes things, we will reverse your diabetes. That means you will be like a normal person. You don't, that totally they will remove the diabetes from your body system. So that is there, that kind of confirmation and affirmation they are giving. Okay, so this is the entire system thing. And one more, they have some detection system. This is the one training model they are working on it. So if you have some food in your plate, suppose if you have a 2 chapati and some gravy, like You may have some what is that gravy, you have paneer butter masala or something like that. So the system has to detect that camera you have, that system has to detect. So this particular food you are eating, this particular food is having some calories, this much of sugar, this much of fat, this much of protein. So like that your system has to tell. Similarly for chapati, as well as for your that paneer butter masala, your gravy. So that kind of system they are making it. So this is one of the model they are training it. So this is the twin health mechanism, and this is also one of the innovation, and which is doing in IIT Madras. Okay, I think I'll stop with this, ma'am, then we'll move to the next after this break.
Okay, sir.
Ma'am?
Sure, sir.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Participants, you can have a break and we can continue the session by 11:15.
Ma'am, shall we start? Ma'am, shall we start?
Sir?
Shall we start, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Sure, sir. We can start the session, sir.
Okay, fine. Thank you. Okay, we have stopped with the twin health, then we'll move to the next one. So, see, for the technology stuff to build the system or build the product, we need the skills. That skilling is the biggest problem, as we have talked about in the first slides itself. So, how to acquire a new skill and how fast should I learn? So that is the big still it is there is a gap is there, that skilling gap between the academia and the organization, that is institution. It's a big gap is there still, but almost we are matching it again, we are closely matching it again. Okay, so what are all the skills when we build the startup ecosystem or entrepreneurship journey? So these are all the points which we have to come
Sir,
across.
sharing presentation, sir.
One second, ma'am. One second. Sorry.
Sorry to disturb, sir.
Fine. Okay. Now. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. How fast should I? How to acquire a new skill and how fast should I learn? Okay. So this is when you start with the entrepreneurship journey, or when you making a startup. So you should have an entrepreneur, that kind of leadership and skill set you should have. Communicate to influence the people, you have to be the strong communicator, and you can say it is a collaborator, we can say in what kind of collaboration you are going to make it. Yes. And when you are building a product, so how to sell to the customer, so that is selling is the biggest important aspect. You may build many products, but whether how you are communicating with the customer to sell the product, so that is the important aspect. As an entrepreneur, you should have all kind of skills. Then manage the people management is the biggest challenge for in any organization and domain. So what kind of domain? If you are working in a technology or healthcare or whatever domain you are having, take some domain, some kind of architecture domain or whatever it is, the domain specific. You should have a domain knowledge in that particular category. Then technology, as many things we have come across, and market again. So what market and what potential you have in the market, and what kind of customers you are going to approach or you are going to target. Okay, most important skill is find the right people and for the organization. So find the right people is the very, very tough job as an entrepreneur, as a CEO. That is the biggest challenge. Okay, so find the right people. Suppose a person may be successful in sales, but he may not be successful in technical. You should not use his strength into technical thing. So if he is a salesperson, he is very good in sales and he is very good at customer. Yes, we have to allow him to do sales. We have to allow him the communication with the people. So you have to put the people in the right kind of skill set, right kind of segments. So networking. So networking means if you have a networking of people, he is very good at networking the people. Yes, ask him to do it. If he is a technical, only put on technical. Don't put on some other X or Y. So the people may resist and the people hesitate to work. Suppose if you put in some other domains, definitely the person will think of to go away from that place. You just take it my words. So when you are going to run your company or when you want to become an entrepreneur, so these things are very, very important if you want to run a company. And financial points, financial things and all, domain knowledge, strategic and analytical skills, managing the board members. So these are all the sales, so and so person, communication with the management, so and so person. You have to democratize, you have to decentralize the work. You cannot, if you want to do all kind of work with you, then definitely the organization will never ever grow. I am 100% sure. You have to believe some people. If he wants to go, he can go it. No worry. You can find some other alternate person. That is not a worry at all. Nothing will happen. Your profit will not go in 100% in one night or 0% in another night. Nothing will happen. So you have to believe some people. You have to decentralize the work. You have to democratize the things. Otherwise, suppose a problem in the bathroom, if you are coming and solving that some tape problem in the bathroom, definitely in government sectors there will be a bureaucratic issue for the approval and all. It will go to the higher level and it will take one month or 6 months to come and solve that issue. But we are running a company, we are running a private limited company, we are running a private organization. If you do like that, nothing will work out. People will go here and there. That's it. Nothing will happen. Okay. So problem solving techniques. How the problems, I think you might have aware of that 6 thinking hats. So this is the problem. See, there are 6 thinking hats. Your problem solving techniques has to be in 6 different categories, 6 different buckets, we can say. So you can start with the white hat. The white hat means you have to find out the objectives and facts. So when you solve the problem, you should use this kind of techniques. Suppose the problem is, you have to analyze in a white hat way, or you have to analyze in a green hat, like that. That depends upon the problem. You have to segregate each and every 6 different thinking hats. You have to think in that aspect. Okay, the white hat, objectives and facts, the available data and trends, and the information you have. So that is the white hat, is the first starting one. Then the next one is the green, creativity. In this green thing, creativity and thinking idea will come under this particular umbrella, we can say. New innovations, new thinkings, under all this will come under the green hat. that is adapting a new system or new innovation, that kind of thing. Yellow, you have a disadvantages of the solution. List of you have what are all the disadvantages in the existing systems. Those things has to be taken care in the yellow kind of hats. Then black is also looking at faults. So you have to find out the root cause of the problem. That means you have the fault tolerance system. So if we have faced any problems doing some implementation, you can think of through the black hat. And the red hat is you have some gut feeling whether this will happen or not, we don't know. We can say it's across the fingers crossed, maybe it is a hit or miss, we don't know. The final one, the blue, that is managing thinking process. You are managing the entire process and focus the control, setting the agenda and maintaining discipline and get the conclusions. So these are all come under different problem solving techniques. Okay, so I am taking one problem for your better understanding. Okay, so problem solving techniques using some technology. This problem may be solved by somebody. So we have done at the initial stage, because one of the startup they have approached us to do some kind of technology implementation in terms of IoT based implementation. They have approached us, so we have defined, they have given some use cases and we have defined some of the solutions, but finally it has not derived. But we had a discussion, and one point of time it was on the hold because of they didn't get the external funding, as we have talked from the lack of in the first 3 slides I have told, for the lack of funding from the government agencies. So we have to depend on if you depend on the government agencies funding, you won't grow to the next level of next stage. So like that. So the initial discussion and all we have discussed, but we have come across some kind of problem using solving some technology things. So they have given the use cases, remote attendance monitoring system or tracking system from the client place. That is, this is particularly for home care. I think you might have seen that home care for the elderly patients. Many of the homes and all you might have seen, there will be a that is their son and daughter will be in somewhere else. Only elderly people will be there, either father or mother will be there, some home care person, nurse will be there with them to take care of if they are bedridden and all. So it is again big challenge for them to take care of those elderly people. So we have created for this, we have defined, we have given some solution for those elderly people. So this is the remote those are all the use cases. These are all the use cases they were given by the clients, not for us. So they have given the client and we have given some kind of solutions. That's it. So it was in the discussion mode only, not in the implementation stage, for your information. So to track day by day activities, sometimes they will be careless or ruthless. Yes, due to lack of skill and knowledge, the caretaker may give the tablet to the patient wrongly or overdosage. This is also they may face a lot of problems. Many of them are facing a lot of problems in this. During night time, the caretaker has to change the diaper for the patient if the patient is bedridden. Correct. This will cause the major damage to his body. Correct. Okay. The last one, staff entry exit with the workplace should be tracked. So this is the use cases, general use cases they have given. Okay. So we have done some conceptual design and we have discussion. We had a discussion. So with the patient monitoring system using IoT kind of stuff. So patient monitoring. So device should be able to monitor vital signs of patients such as heart rate, blood pressure, temperature, and oxygen levels. It should provide real-time data, the nursing staff for timely intervention. So we should create a dashboard using some sensors. The sensor has to give the signals to the dashboard. So that kind of system we need to create. So we have discussed in the conceptual design level. Okay, and then fall detection. I think a person is falling down. So before that fall detection, it has to tell the person who is taking care. So this person is falling, you have to take care of, like that. Next one is medication management. As we are talking about the medications, so a person is giving a tablet to the particular old age person, a nurse or that is caretaker, is giving a tablet. So whether he is giving a tablet on the right time, sometimes you will have a six uh, different times they may give the tablets for different diseases. So those thing has to take care. That is a medication. And patient tracking and location. Patients is where he is in the bed or he is in the bathroom. Suppose if it's happening in the bathroom, so what kind of alerts or what kind of notification we can give that. So similarly, emergency alerts. Communication and collaboration. So the device should facilitate communication between nursing staff members and the healthcare professionals. Healthcare professionals, in the sense, a person who is running the business, that means healthcare agency, that is healthcare professionals. So you should have a communication between the nursing person and the healthcare professional. That is important. Sometimes what in this particular business, normally the crowd will be a floating population. One person will not be there for more than 1 month or 2 months. That is the biggest problem. Still they are facing it, but even though they are running it. So data integration and analysis. So what kind of electronic health record? So for the past 1 month, what is his pulse rate, what is his sugar level? Those things has to be taken care of. Then battery life and charging. In terms of you are using some sensor or some battery or something, so you have a sensor or some device, you should maintain the charging things. So battery and all, you have to take those things. Then user friendly interface and security and privacy. So these are all the conceptual designs we have designed for them. Okay, so this is the patient monitoring model of implementation. See, these are all the levels what we have discussed initially. So we will do some level by level of implementation, because we cannot implement at a stretch on the board. We cannot implement. So we should go with the level by level implementation, like that. So we have first level, the attendant, the diaper change. If a person is the diaper is wet, it has to give the indication or notification to the person who is taking care of that caretaker. So it has to tell that, like that. Each you have the first level is diaper change. Second one is, that is, a person is falling. Yeah, a person is walking, suddenly some giddiness is happening. If he is falling, what the caretaker, sometimes majority of the home care services, the caretaker will be 24/7 with the mobile. They will chat or they will talk with somebody. So it has to tell the notification to the caretaker as well as the home care services, because we are getting so much of problem in terms of handling, in terms of managing these home care persons. Third one, critical care. That means that cardio pulse rate, that is CPR. People used to have some, if they have some kind of, suddenly if the person is fainted, so we have to have some CPR kind of treatment. So in what time, we don't know. In elderly patients, we cannot judge. A person is always alive. A person is 24/7 with a full condition, healthy condition. Sometimes today a person will be very good, and afternoon suddenly you'll be sick. So those kind of things we have to take in care. We have to monitor it. Then fourth one is cardiac monitor. So we have to see the pulse rate of the person. So what is his heart pulse rate? If he has some heart disease, or if he has some block, definitely you should take care, right? So if heart patients, we have to take care. In again, that elderly heart patient, you have to extra care. Then a person is bedridden with some ventilation. Suppose if you have some pulmonary problem, if he has some lungs problem, so you have to take in care that ventilator thing. So we have to take the ventilator. What is the rate of the ventilator? That means that pulse rate. So when the oxygen level, we can say that O2 level. So how he is going to. Then finally, dementia or Parkinson's. I think you might have known, in the older age, many of the elderly people have a Parkinson's. It's very difficult to handle those people. So because your hand and maybe your hand and your face, maybe some trauma, like some kind of vibration you will get. So that is one kind of disease. So you have to take care of that. Okay, so this is the model, just a small diagram. So the first one, diaper change in notification, you have a attender. A person is having that he is wearing a diaper. If you have any that wet, it will give you have a sensor inside the diaper. You will get the notification to your mobile. Either it may be a WhatsApp, or it may be a SMS alert, or it may be a call. So depends upon in what kind of mode you want to. So that kind of thing, that is your first level. Second one, fall detection. You should have some accelerometer or inclination and vibration using some gyroscope. A person is moving, if he is walking suddenly, if you think he is have some kind of little bit of deviation from his walking, or some kind of vibration, or some kind of falling intuition or something like that, if he has some giddiness, suddenly he will fall. So in old people, if you fall or bedridden, it is very difficult to maintain things. I think we might have come across in your older people with your home also. So those kind of the we are including some kind of technology or some kind of sensor inside that particular system. So we have a plan, we have a conceptual design, and we have discussed conceptual design, and we are going to implement in a IoT enabled manner. The third one is CPR, handling the CPR. So there is a system you can, that is like a wearable devices. You can inside, you can attach in your heart or attach in your chest. It will read the data, and it will the sensor will read, and you can monitor from the remotely. You can control it. So what is the CPR rate, etc., etc. And the fourth one, cardiac care ECG monitor. This is also one of the in terms of cardiac, you have some heart disease, it will tell you the IoT enabled device. It will be connected with your application. Maybe it is a application or web, so whichever is convenient. So we have given a lot of conceptual and design ideas to the client, but it is still in the discussion. Fifth one, intensive care and ventilation. So this is also, so they are taking care of the dashboard, remote monitoring for doctors. So what is the ventilation? It's a very, very basic common system. I think you faculty members, you know. Okay, so this is I talked about Parkinson's monitoring system. No? So the right side, there is one product. So if you have a Parkinson's disease, you should not eat the food. If you take the spoon, and you cannot eat the food in a right way, you cannot go take the food and take it into your mouth. It's very difficult, because that hand, you will have some vibration or tremor. For that, they have created one product which will give, if you have vibration also, automatically this will go into your mouth. Like that, they have created one product with the spoon. So this is for particularly Parkinson's disease. And many of them in our people also, the students also, they have developed a lot of prototypes like this for the Parkinson's disease. Okay, so next one is, first one is patient. We have talked about the patient monitoring model, and the second one is staff monitoring model. This is like just a dashboard. So whether a person is inside that, we should maintain whether he is coming on the right time or not, where he is there, location track, and we can track from him some have some camera. We can track from him from the remote side, and ID card and response, and the reporting, whether he is taking a phone, or you have to report in on time, off time, like that. So this is some dashboard. Okay, so these are all some of the, I think this is in talk of we have talked about the technology, how the technology implementation in your startup. So till now we have seen many things like that. So how you are going to implement the technology, we have taken one problem, how the problem is implemented in your startup ecosystem or your entrepreneurship journey. Okay, now in a startup, investing my time, or investing my money, whether it is success or failure, we don't know, right? So what are all the advantages and disadvantages? First of all, we will go to the disadvantage, then we will come to the advantage. Okay, in a startup mode, in a startup ecosystem, you have to do a lot of work. Correct, I have to do a lot of work in terms of connecting the customer, in terms of working with the people, in terms of technology implementation, everything I need to take care of. You will do a lot of work, you may not appreciate it for it, and still more work will be pending. Yeah, I don't have a time to encourage, I don't have a time to appreciate my subordinate. If he has done some rocket science also, I don't have a time to appreciate him, because I have a lot of others work other than this. So that kind of thing. Sometimes, so suppose if I am a boss, a person is who is sitting, uh, uh, a subordinate person, maybe I am a person, my boss will be a founder, say example, I am a person, my boss will be a startup founder. So he may be angry. Okay, so he's under a lot of stress because he doesn't know, so for the next month how much I am going to survive, because I have to give the salary for my employees. So how can I get the money from putting the salary to my fellow people, putting the salary to the employees? That I will think, I will be stressed. So as an entrepreneurship journey, all kind of things you have to face. You have to face a lot of hurdles like that. The startup may fail and you will lose your job. Yes, and the startup may fail, I may lose the job. Suppose a startup fail, you are ready to go and work with some other organization. That kind of mindset you should have. Otherwise, you should not. Don't think about the leader. First of all, think about the person who is working. So first of all, you should work, then you have to become a leader, like that. So if you think I am the leader, I can only do the, what is that, just give the instruction, don't think like that. You just work yourself. Okay, if someone asks where you work, yeah, maybe a startup person, if suppose, yeah, in my company, three people are running, 2K kids are working in my startup, say example. A friend who is working in Zogo or working in Infosys, he will say, hey, what, where you are working? So I am working in so and so startup. It is startup only. 2 years company. You are working in a 2 years company. Hey, I am working in an Infosys company. So people are going behind that. Infosys means that is branding. So don't go for a brand. Be work. You have to be work for the passion you are going to do. I tell you all the in this faculty members group. So work for passion. So don't work for the money. Money is the byproduct. I always say every day, everywhere, money is the byproduct. As long as you are happy, you are doing a good thing, that is well and good. If you that means every day you have to thank that I am doing this, that. If it is a small thing, if it is a big thing, no matter whatever it is, whether I am getting the salary, whether I am getting the money out of it, nothing. Don't think about the money. Money is the byproduct. If you focus on money, you will never ever grow. Okay, so foreign trips, yes, foreign trips, forget it. You don't think about the foreign trip. If you work in TCS, Infosys, definitely you will get the opportunity. You can fly in the business class, but whereas in a startup ecosystem, you have to burn your own money. I think in your money you cannot spend flying in a business class, I think so. Okay, so that is the disadvantage. Advantage. Okay, you will understand the value of saved up capital and money as a resource. Yes, if you are spending one small amount of money, so why we are spending and what purpose I am spending. So those things you have to be taken care. In general, people value more than in an MSc. Okay, so I am working, as I have already pointed out, I am working for a passion. So I am working for the value I am going to create for this particular startup ecosystem. So that kind of ecosystem we are creating it. You will learn skills which will help you start your own business somebody. So I am learning a new skill and I am helping you in somewhere else. I will help you, my peer members. Yes, they will start doing a business. Yes, good. Okay. and you will do a lot of more work, have more satisfaction, learn more, and become a better person in a shorter time. If you are learning, you are continuously learning, grow by grow, that is a year on year, you are learning something, you will be a better person. The volume of work that you do in an MNC in 3 years, in a startup you will do it in 2 years. So your profile will say 2 years work experience, but you will have 33% more in practical work experience because you did more things. See, in a MNC, people are going. Many of them, they will go for in the initial level as an employee level, or a experience level. So many of them, I don't think so they are working all the 8 hours in the office hours. They are only working in 2 hours, just seeing their mails and doing some documentation. In if you go and ask, very few people, if you take 100 people in a company, only 20% will work efficiently for those 8 hours. Other people will do. I think you might have come across. You might, if you want, you can go and inquire also. So that kind of things, people will be there. Okay, so here you will not waste time and energy in office politics. Yes, so if you have a small company, you don't have a politics. Politics will be everywhere. That means, especially in a big companies, that managing the politics is also a big Herculean task for the people who are working in that. So here you don't have a time to do politics. So that is the major thing here. So working in a startup like an investment into your future. So if you are working in a startup, that is investing your time to have for your future. Okay, so you may work for 5 years in a startup, earn less than what your friends did, have a simpler life, but in the end you have more skills to make money as an entrepreneur. And by that time, your friends will be left with no job and no skills to make money on their own. Now it is happening. It is going to happen in another 5 years. If you don't have a right kind of skill, people will throw out. And because AI is doing everything for human in certain things, in certain if you have a innovation idea, you have a different skill set, definitely those people only will survive for the long run. Okay, I'm invest myself, yourself as a success, failure, startups. Yes, these are all. Yes, okay. Again, we'll go to the failure, then we'll come to the successful one. So first one, Dazo, it's a food platform. They have started 2016-17 because they have started in 2016 and 17. They have closed because of poor branding or poor platform or whatever it is. Frankly is also okay. Frankly is also a social media platform that is started in 2014 and it is closed on. That is the 16 is the end year. So Luma's brain training software, that is 14 and 15. Peppertop is a grocery delivery because we have a lot of grocery deliveries available, which is available in Amazon, Flipkart, or so many e-commerce platform is coming up now. Okay, 14 to 16. Oh, Swiggy, I think it is more successful food delivery. These are all the unique left-hand side that successful is the unicorn startups. Misho, I think many of them are purchased clothing software. Farmeasy, these are all the different platforms. One is a food platform. The other one is a clothing store platform. The Farmeasy is the online pharmacy. So that is also there. That is also successful. Ola and Uber, yes, you know that call taxi. Okay, so boat, that is electronic products which is available, successful. These are all the unicorns. Grow, it is a fintech startup. Razorpay, I think you might have come across. That's a payment gateway platform. Zepto is a game development platform. Delivery, I think you know that delivery is delivering our products. We have ordered from some other e-commerce platform. Delivery is the courier partner. They will be delivering us the products. And Cred is a credit card platform. Gui, I think you might have heard about it. It's an online training platform. Okay, so failure. So we have talked about the startups. Now we have a failure model in the MNCs also. Even though if it is grown because of poor strategy and other kind of stuff. So these are all the MNCs. It's a total failure. So in terms of in India, we can say go with the India, then go to the world. Kingfisher Airlines, I think Vijay Mallya, that is a bankruptcy. It's a total flop. Tata Nano, it's world cheapest car. It's totally a failure model. Again, that is taxi for sure. That same platform like Ola, Uber, that is also failure model. Onida, I think it was started in a successful way. That's the first color TV in a different model. They have what is that? They have done a marketing, but again, that is a failure. So in terms of Walmart, I think you might know, Walmart is totally a creeps out in Germany because all others in successful in US. Tesco, it's an online grocery. Again, that is a flop. Starbucks, it's a coffee chain shopping, which is available in the US, but there is a big dip in Australia. Hilo, home department failed in UK. And Kodak, I think it started in the 20th century. Then 2012, it is totally a failure model because they have not adapted to the digital world. Nokia again, that is started in 1990 and 2010 years. They were the pioneers, and they have not targeted to the next digital platform like touchscreen model. Yes, they have not done it. So that's the reason they have failed. Yahoo, yes, totally. They have gone into they have gone out of the market. And Toshiba is also the Toshiba, a lot of technology product they have built, but that is also failure. AOL, American Online, that is a online internet services provider. That is also in 1990. That is total flop. Mapquest is flop because of the Google Map. So Google Map is overlooked Mapquest. Then Motorola in year 2000, it's totally a crunch, totally a dip in Motorola because they have done a first blend. What is that? Mobile phones. That means foldable mobile phones. They have initiated the first foldable mobile phones. But again, that is a big flop. Okay. So just I'll tell the story of this guy. Okay, this person is from Tutukurian. So he is the person, he's the founder of Naked Nature. At the age of 21, he's become a 10 crore, his company has become a 10 crore. So he started his in Tamil, we'll say the champarti, that hipsicus, and with some salt. So for the skin glowing or something. So he has created, his product was that hipsicus salt. That is the first product. Now he has around 70 plus products. He is totally exporting to all over the world except India, I think. So that is a successful story. He started at the age of 18. He is totally refused in the local, that is in the investors meet or in the competition because of underage. Then 4 years he struggled, and he has done a lot of research. At the age of 21, he started this particular company, Naked Nature. Now it is a globally recognized, and many of the 70 product he is sending to all over the world, Europe, US, and other countries. So that is his success. I think this, that a typical dress material, I think you might have purchased. I think lady faculty members, I think you might have purchased. Yeah, Falconi Nair, she started this startup, this particular model Nika at the age of 46. He was successfully a managing director of Kotak Mahindra. So she left the job and she has started this particular dress material, this particular brand, because of her passion. So it is around 300 crores in the year of 2027. So her growth rate, that is compound annual growth rate, is increased in 2023. So she is a successful woman entrepreneur. I want to tell in this group, many of the women faculty members are there. This will be motivation for you to build your own journey, successful journey. And paperboard, Neeraj Kakar. So he has started this particular paper boat. I think many of them used this paper boat. So why to sail with the paper boat? It's a absolute health. He has started with the beverage. It's a paper boat is a fruit pulp based paper beverage. So it is not like other juices or something like that. Manas, I will finish it in another 2 minutes. My teammate has joined, so he will talk about the products and services.
Yeah, sure, sir, sure.
Okay, fine. So Neeraj Kakar, so he has done this paper boat. And you know about boat electronics. This is also one of the successful startup, Aman Gupta and Samir Mehta. So this is again unicorn. So these are all the brandings and products or the unicorn companies. Very recently they have successfully going so many investors, they have started investing it. So this is also samosasing.com. So it is based out of Bangalore. Both husband and wife, they have started a samosa with the different types of flavors in it. So it is a big, it's again unicorn. So 1.2 lakhs per day they are making money out of it. So Niti Singh and Shikar Veer Singh. So both are the Biocon employees. They have left the job, they have resigned the job, and because of that passion, they have started this samosasing.com as a startup. So it is a unicorn ever. Okay, thank you. Now Manas, you can take over the session. Ma'am, Tamarai ma'am.
Sir, சொல்லுங்க sir.
Yeah, that our teammate, he will take over the session, ma'am, for the
Okay,
products and
sure.
services.
Sure, sir. Thank you. Sir, his name, sir?
Farad Manas.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yes.
Uh, yeah, good afternoon. So I'm Manaz from, I'm the
Good
CTO
afternoon,
of
sir.
Svasti Technology Solution. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir. You're audible, sir. Welcome to our session, sir. I'm the
Yeah,
host of
thank
this
you.
program.
Okay, okay. Okay, so
You can start the session, sir.
yeah, yes, ma'am. Yeah, yeah. So I'm the Chief Technology Officer of Svasti Technology Solutions. Over here, I just want to give a projection of how our company works and who are our partners. And I just want to give you a tour of what are the products we have developed till date and how we do make collaborations with the companies and with other institutions. So I'll just get into the presentation. Yeah, so hope my screen is visible. And these are our clients. So we have worked with corporate clients like Nokia, Titan, Infia, IoT, Smartrace, and kind of people. And apart from that, we have also collaborated with some of the educational institutions. And I'll directly get into the products and services. So before getting into that, I just want to tell certain things like how we actually work. So Swasti Technology Solution is a company based in Trichy, and we have collaborations with other companies in the India and overall in the global. So in the first level, we have collaborations with Quantanix Texo Private Limited, who is a IoT-based automation company who do automations and kind of things. And we do have collaboration with Edgematrix Corporation, which is a United States-based company, which is a robotics and automation company. So on collaborations, we just share our works, and whenever they get work in our domains, they just outsource it to us, and we just outsource our works to them. And whenever we get work in a kind of clubbed manner, we just work in partnerships. So out of that, I just want to show you certain technologies over which we are working. And the first thing is Vision AI. So as of AI is concerned, artificial intelligence is the kind of technology which incorporates human intelligence into the machine. So out of that, this is detection system. So whenever the camera feeds opens and the person or whatever is present in front of the camera would be detected, and it will be shown over there in the picture. So we can see this over here. So whatever the target it is, it will be detected and the boxes will be drawn over it. So I'll just show you some of the demos of this, and but before that I'll just show you what are the services we do. So this is segmentation. So the person will be targeted, and apart from the target, the backgrounds will be distinguished, and the target will be fluorescence with a different color. So this is segmentation, and this one is classification. This one is generally used for all your biology based and the people who work over viruses, bacteria, the one who can detect like classify a plant virus and animal virus, and all those kind of things can be carried out over this. So these are some of the basic structure of AI, so with which we can customize our own solutions. So this detection system, right? So with this detection system, we can build a whole lot of products. Like we can either use it for agricultural purpose, medicinal purpose, for healthcare, for transport. We have vehicle detections, helmet detections, and kind of scenarios, and even we can implement it in the defense. So now I'll head on to the animal intrusion detection system. So this one is actually a kind of agricultural product, designed for animal intrusion in the agricultural land. So animal intrusion, the invasion of wild animals is one of the greatest problems. Like we have these wild boars, elephants, and kind of things. And in recent times in India, so we have a whole lot of wild boar attacks. So out of that, we have built this intelligent machine, so which can exactly detect the target animal, and to extrude it away from the agricultural land. It will be making the noises which will frighten the target animal. For example, your elephants are literally afraid of bee noise, and tigers are afraid of crackers and gun sounds, and for wild boars we use other wild animals sounds like lion, tiger, crocodiles, or any other kind of drums, gunshot sounds, and kind of things. So according to the animals, it will be triggered. And meanwhile, this is the hardware setup. So the box will be installed over there, and you have the sound system will be installed in a separate place, and we will also be having the lights which will be flashing over it within a couple of seconds, so that the animals are generally allergic towards the light, so they just scare away from the target place. So this one is a intelligent voice assistant system. So as of this system is concerned, it is built for the blind people. So as of this system is concerned, it has four modes. One is detection mode. It is a kind of assistance for the blind people, so which will be guiding the blind people to walk. So whenever there is any kind of obstacle found in front of the system, the person, it will be detected, and the person will be guided to move towards the right path. And the next thing is OCR, that is optical character recognition. So usually these blind people will not be able to read the boards, textbook, and kind of things. In that case, what we do is we just build the system, and whenever we enable this OCR system, they can just read the boards, the books, or kind of things. The target will be taken as a snap, and OCR will be done, and the text will be commanded to the person as a audio. So everything will be given as audio input to the person. So next is so over here, as of the OCR is concerned, we have developed the OCR for both Tamil and English. So in that case, we can switch over the modes. And next is the SOS system. So the person's location will be tracked 24/7, and whenever the person is in some kind of situation, in that case, the person can press on to the SOS button, so that the intimations will be made to the guardian with the lat and long locations. So you can have the, like, this is the hardware prototype of it. So the person will be given with this hardware, so that the glasses will also be owned by the person. So this one is a solar power prediction system. So this one will be predicting the efficiency, that is the output that will be generated by the solar panel in next couple of minutes to hours. So according to the user's requirement, they can predict it. So for example, if I'm going to tell the government that by next 1 hour, I'm going to give a certain amount of renewable source of energy, in that case, the government will be stopping the generation of the the non-renewable source of energy. Like, we have these thermal power plants and diesel generators and kind of things, right? So in that case, they just stop the generation of that. So what we do is, what these people actually do is they promise, so that accordingly the government will be stopping, and Whenever these people fail to give the promised amount of energy, the person will be fined with the balance amount of energy. So whatever the balance amount of energy they have not provided, for that amount they will be fined. That is a kind of penalty will be charged from the farm owner or the plant owner. So in that case, we have built this system. This system will be predicting exactly how much the amount, like exactly how much the plant is capable of providing in next 1 hour. Because if it is seasonal kind of scenario, it's easier for us to predict. But if it is a kind of weather change, or else there is a kind of sudden rainfall or storm or kind of things, in that case definitely it's a problem. So we have built the system, and we do have a kind of weather station installed over there, which will be getting all the data and giving it to the AI model, and the AI model will be predicting the future outcome. So this one is a typical driver drowsiness detection system, and you can see the gesture over here. So the eye gestures will be monitored, and whenever the driver sleeps, it will be recorded and it will be intimated, and the buzzer alarm will also be rung. So this one is a mask detection system. So during the COVID times, we actually built this system for a mask. So whenever the person with a mask, the person have to fasten all the mask and kind of thing, so that then only they can just enter into the malls and the places. So this one is a pose estimation system. So whenever a person walks or whatever the pose he is doing, it will be detected and it will be estimated, and accordingly the activity of the person will be identified with this. So you can see the pictures over here. But then I will also show you some of the demo videos we have run with a movie clip. So this one is a hand gesture recognition system. So the hand gestures will be calculated, and accordingly the commands will be made. So right now in your BMW 7 Series cars, they have implemented a similar kind of infotainment system. So you can just control all your controls, I mean the infotainment system, with the hand gestures. So this one is object tracking. So the object will be detected, and wherever the person or the object goes, it will be tracked. So this one is a natural language processing system. So as of the natural language processing is concerned, we just work over speech emotion recognition, environmental noise recognition, accent recognition, and kind of things. So apart from that, we do also work over voice recognition based locks. So we do have the locks and passwords with voice recognition, right? So all those kind of things we do build for the consumers. So as of the predictive analytics is concerned, we do work on solar power predictions and other kind of electrical predictions also. We have built a power prediction system, EB bill prediction system, energy prediction system, weather prediction systems, and there are a whole lot of things we have built, like other kind of stock market predictions. We have also built a kind of product for industry, that is, boiler exclusion detection, I mean prediction. So whenever there is any kind of abnormal activities found in the boilers, it will be predicted and accordingly intimated, so that we can make like a precautionary steps towards it. So as of the business analytics is concerned, we build products for sales predictions, market analysis, risk analysis, customer segment analytics, business trends, then market predictions. So whenever there is any kind of product, right? So for example, right now we do have the program only for the startups. In that case, as of a company is concerned, we do build the product which will be sold in a particular geographical area. So in that case, to make those predictions, we do help. So if we are going to launch some product, in that case, we need to go for market survey, and we need to predict the market and what is the sales over there and what will be the projection over there for the couple of years. So accordingly, only we'll be going for launching the products. For this, you can have a good example, that is as of this Toyota cars, right? So in Toyota cars, over here in India, we do have Innova and Etios were one of the top selling cars in Toyota over here in India. But as of the Gulf market is concerned, we do had a couple of cars like Camry and Corolla. So Camry, right? So Camry costs around 45 lakhs in India, but over there in Gulf, this Camry was one of the highest selling car. But in India, this was completely not selling, because the customer's mindset depends. So the consumers in India actually demand for mileage, low maintenance, and they need to have high ground clearance and kind of things. And meanwhile, they also need to have a taxes exemptions and kind of things. But the people over there in Gulf, they do have kind of the they do not think about the mileage, because the petroleum is literally easier and cheaper for them to obtain. So in that case, they don't think about the mileage. So all they want is comfort, luxury, and the way they need to drive, that is the punchiness of the engine and the pickup and kind of things. So according to the customer mindset, the products will be launched. And over here with business analytics, we do predict the customer mindset. So this one is a home automation system out of IoT. So this one is AC automation system. You can control your AC with your apps, mobile apps. So AC to fan automation. So this one is agri automation. So as of agri automation is concerned, we built a whole lot of products like agri irrigation systems, then agri intrusion detections, then leaf disease detections, then soil quality monitoring system, crop quality monitoring, then precision farming kind of systems. And there are a whole lot of things we have built for agri sectors. So this one is overhead tank automation. So whatever is like, whenever there is whenever the tank fills with the water, so in that case it will automatically switch off. So that is the overhead tank automation system. This is a typical system, but then we actually built the system long ago. So this one is a power monitoring system. So I have mentioned earlier. So we do go for power prediction system, and meanwhile we do build power monitoring systems also. So this one is a safety clamp we built for Nokia for the purpose of the people who are climbing the towers. So we just built this part. So this one is a clamp with a retrofit model of a smart device, so which will be monitoring the condition of the clamp and whether they have whether the person has fastened the clamps or not. That is the safety equipments or not. So this one is smart helmet. So a smart helmet was built for Titan CTS Hall. So it actually has a kind of Bluetooth voice connectivity, brake indicator lights, GPS and SOS systems, headlight lamps for 360-degree view, and we do have a kind of local communication which will be enabling the riders to communicate locally whenever there is no kind of network or any other kind of communication protocols available over there. So this one is a smart clock. So we do have smart watches, right? Similarly, we built a smart clock for Titan. And this one is a forklift management system. So to ensure the safety for the forklifts. So this one is industrial warehouse. So for tracking the warehouse management systems. So this one is electricity bill prediction system. So this one is a water pollution monitoring. So truck restrainer. So this one we built for Technoblitz in Chennai. So they do actually have a whole lot of truck loading and unloading kind of process. So in that case, for parking assistance, this one was actually built. So this one is smart washroom. So right now there are a whole lot of people building these smart washrooms in theaters, malls, and kind of places. But this one was built for Mallarity College in Hyderabad. And this one is a battery management system. So the battery level would be managed, and so the typical kind of battery management system is kind of overridden with this system. It's an kind of AI based system which can predict the efficiency of the battery and the life also. This one is a smart waste decomposer. So it will be decomposing whatever kind of, we have these waste, right? The biodegradable waste, all those waste, the vegetable waste and kind of things can be just drawn into this, and this will be building you a kind of fertilizer for the for your crops. So you can just get the vermicompost and you can just put it over there for the crops, and you can get the yield. So this is the product's name is called Terry Cryogenics. So this one is a automatic liquid filling machine. So you can see the machine over here. So this one actually has a stepper motor based fillers, so which will be used for precise chemical compositions. So if it is kind of more precise kind of compositions, like if you are going to fill liquids in a chemical lab or kind of places, in that case we can go for this device. This one is a person intrusion detection system. Whenever there is any kind of unwanted people reaching into some kind of like a restricted area, in that case, it will be detected and it will be alerted to the concerned person. emergency exit surveillance. This was built for Nokia again. So whenever there is any kind of obstacle or kind of things located over there in your emergency exit, in that case, it will be detected and it will be alerted to the concerned authority. Anti-theft system for theft detection. So we do have cameras and PAR sensors which will be kind of installed over there in the doors for checking the for getting the theft scenarios. So now as autonomous intelligence and autonomous guidance vehicles. So these are AGVs for industrial purpose. It will be autonomously navigating into the places like wherever we need to load and unload the materials. All those places we just employ this, the number plate recognition system. So with this right now we have built a kind of speed recognition, and that is speed detection and number plate recognition system. So whenever whenever the vehicles violate the speed, the number plate will be recognized and accordingly the mail will be sent. That is, the message will be sent to the appropriate person and it will be recorded by the concerned officers also. So this one is human emotion recognition system. So according to the face reactions, we just recognize the emotions. Intelligent suitcase, it will be detecting the person and accordingly the suitcase will be traveling with the person without anyone's guidance. So this one is a chatbot. So this is not one single chatbot. We do build a whole lot of chatbots, like kind of for medical purposes, for other websites, for banking sectors, for all people. We do build intelligent chatbots. So leaf disease detection. So this one is leaf disease detection system. The leaf inputs will be given. The image, the images of the leaves will be given, and so that what kind of disease it is the leaf has been infected would be detected, and it will be given as a, and it will be stored in the database maybe. So this one is leaf disease detection system. So right now we are at the end of the presentation. So I'll show you some of the demos. Um, So first of all, we just spoke about the detection systems, right? So in that case, I'll show you. And you do have some idea of AI, but I'm not sure how many people do have the idea of edge deployable AI, that is edge AI. So as of edge AI is concerned, the AI model which is built by a user with a workstation or kind of higher level system will be optimized to deploy over some kind of smaller and hand-sized computer. So that is called edge AI. So as of edge AI is concerned, it's one of the greatest and more developing kind of field right now in AI, because there are only handful of companies who are working over all these edge deployable AI stuff. So in that case, I'll show you some of the demos, so which we have deployed in the edge devices. So we have deployed it into the NVIDIA Jetson Nano, which is one of the smallest and one of the robust edge device of NVIDIA. So first of all, I just go for deduction. So I have loaded a movie clip so that you can have a kind of good idea of what the detection is. So over here, the persons are detected, the traffic light would be detected, even the tie of the person would be detected with this. So this one is a pre-trained model with multiple classes, and all those classes, whenever it is visualized in front of the camera, it will be detected, and the box will be drawn, and the target will be shown over there in the box itself. So if you want to go with other kind of activities after getting like after detecting this system, if you want to go for any other kind of activities like triggering the buzzers or running a robot or opening the door, in that case we can optimize this code with Python so that we can just do whatever the activity we want. So now we'll head on to segmentation. So I just spoke about segmentation. So the persons are detected and they are segmented from the background. So this one is segmentation. We can even we can have the thermal imaging camera inputs into this, and so that we can go for segmentations with those images also. So that is also possible with this system. So now we'll head on to the post estimation system. So whenever a person stands, we just make points over the body and the pose will be drawn over there. And according to the movement of those lines, the poses will be estimated. So we can go for action recognition systems. We can go for whenever it is a kind of exercising kind of scenarios, we can just use this kind of system where we can, we can detect what kind of exercise he's doing and how many reps he's doing and kind of things. So if two persons are fighting or any other kind of suspicious activities are detected, everything can be detected with this system. Okay. So So these were the things we actually build for the corporates. So apart from these people, like apart from the corporates, we also collaborate with institutions, that is the colleges and universities. So in that case, we do sign MOU with those institutions, and on signing the MOU, we do conduct a couple of activities with them. Like we do provide FDPs, student internships, faculty internships, then the workshops, value added courses to the institutions. And apart from that, we also do support them with building labs. Like we do have advanced like we do have access to advanced devices like nvidia's edge devices, high performance computers. Then we